You already know My Hero Academia is on another break this week, and I wanted to take the opportunity to talk to you guys about a little theory that I've been working on. I started working on it around chapter 424, and it's a bit of a stretch, but I think you'll enjoy it, so let's just jump right into it. Look, before we get into the theory, we have to talk about what is actually going on in the manga. Chapter 424 of My Hero Academia has given us the gut-wrenching news that everyone's favorite best boy is going to be quirkless. At least that's what we're initially being told. You see, in the same chapter, Deku tells Bakugo that he can still feel the embers smoldering within him, further confirming it when Bakugo, bewildered, fumbles out, "Quirkless again? Yup, I never had a quirk in the first place, so I can't be too broken up about it. Besides, I couldn't have transferred it without wanting to."
And that's where we are right now. Deku states that he has the embers inside of him, but we know
In time, these will fade too. Unless we look objectively at the situation, and when we do, something doesn't quite add up. Deku states that he could feel the embers of One for All inside of him, which is great, but that shouldn't be the case. You see, it was stated pretty plainly in black and white what Deku's plan was when he was ending AFO. In fact, in chapter 423, Deku states his plan was to force all of his quirk inside the broken body of Shigaraki to break AFO from within. And it's a great plan because that's exactly what we see happen. In fact, Yoichi, the first user, even states that Deku has completed his task when the very last ember of OFA ignites inside of AFO, revealing itself to in fact be Yoichi. Again, Yoichi states he managed to adjust that violent transfer in such a way that the barest fragment would remain intact, aka the very last ember of OFA, Yoichi. We further learn, then the residents of his ember awakened me to do right by these last shreds of me, also that he could complete One for All as we were meant to be. So basically, all of this means that Deku, back in chapter 423, managed to fully transfer all the remaining embers of OFA. So if he's feeling anything inside the hospital, it would be a direct contradiction to what was stated to be happening in his final battle with AFO. Real quick guys, I know this is super annoying, but if you enjoy these theory videos, please feel free to like and subscribe. We are trying to grow the channel and every little bit helps. We have a great little community here, so let's keep it going. Thank you. So my theory is actually pretty cut and dry. I believe that Deku has within him the embers of a new flame. Let me try to explain it the best I can with what we know so far. As we know, MHA is a flashback being told to us by whom we all believe to be an older Deku, as he explains how he became the greatest hero of his generation. The way the story has been framed the few times the narrator has shown up is always as if someone is speaking about how they not only became the greatest hero, but how they continued to be the #1 hero, helping people for years to come. This isn't possible if Deku stays quirkless. I mean, sure, there could be a Batman situation, there were definitely parallels of that in the Dark Deku art, but Hori has always been open about his love for Spider-Man. And, to be quite honest, there's a lot of parallels between Deku and Spider-Man, with one of the biggest being the fact that he has lost his powers more than probably any other popular superhero. But guess what? He always gets his powers back. And I truly believe that is what Hori is setting up for our dear little Deku. And I think we have to remember the fact that for all the flack that Horikoshi gets, he's not a bad writer at all. He's actually a really great writer and is capable of setting amazing things up. So we have to trust and know that when Horikoshi purposely says something on paper that contradicts something that happened one chapter before, it is most likely because he is setting something up to be a big reveal. Honestly though, this theory hinges on 2 pages from chapter 423. At the very end of the chapter, Deku and Shiggy are seen speaking to each other in a vestige type world. I have a whole other video explaining in more detail why that's important, so if you want to check it out, feel free. But let's continue. We see Shiggy and Deku fist bumping bloodied and battered hands, only for the two to suddenly be talking in a new realm. Both are healed from their damage, and obviously as Deku would be mid-air, this is taking place outside of reality, aka the Vestige realm. Why is this important? Because if Deku truly was able to transfer everything over to AFO, this shouldn't be possible. Deku shouldn't have access to any embers of anything unless Shiggy transferred something new to Deku during that fist bump. So what if the embers Deku is feeling now is simply the beginning of a new spark? I think it's possible. What about you? I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that has commented and interacted with my channel. Specifically, I want to shout out Princess0343 for commenting on one of my other theory videos and really putting a lot of great ideas out there. I really enjoyed the theory about the UA students growing up and holding the Quirk Olympics. That was really fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing your ideas and thoughts. And if anybody else has any theories or anything that they want to share, feel free to leave a comment down below. I try to read them all. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.